Well, hello everybody. Wow, we've all gone through quite a couple of days, and a week or so, right? Started with last week when we had the time change, and then the super moon, and then the slow rolling shutdowns began, and someone was making a joke about the whole week having been crazy, and it ended with Friday the 13th. And then this week, of course, the kids are out of school, and a lot of people who um, had not stayed home have to be home, working from home, or being at home with the kids, or both, and homeschooling at the same time. And maybe you've never done homeschool, so it's a whole bunch of stuff going on at the same time. So I've been wanting to do just a short um, thing about anxiety right now, how to deal with the anxiety we're feeling right now. And the number one thing that I want to share is to be in the moment. And being in the moment means when you catch yourself being anxious, that means let's observe ourselves. If you find yourself that your heart rate is rising up, or you're getting a bit confused because you don't even know what to do fast, you're like, I gotta do this, I gotta call so and so, I gotta check in on this. Um, just literally stop where you are and take a couple of breaths. Take 4 breaths if you need to, deep breaths, and just close your eyes, or don't close your eyes, but take 4 deep breaths and keep doing that until you feel yourself calming down. And then we don't need to keep up with every single update every hour. um, you can just designate times to check on the hour on what your city leaders or your health department is saying. So don't put yourself through the whole hourly update. It's crazy because people are putting out information, and then there's different stuff going on everywhere. So pace yourself. You can just decide, I'm only catching the lunchtime news and the evening news just to catch up with what's going on locally. And that way you're not constantly stressing about the updates. So take a breath, take a breath. The other thing is the most important thing on dealing with our anxiety right now, because we're all in it right now, is realizing what we can control and what we can't control. So think about what is in your power to control and what you can control, all right? So there's some things that are in our power. For example, if we have the kids at home right now, we can we have the ability right now to be able to go online. If you have the internet, go online and pull up a couple of the free resources that they have on there. If it's pbs.org, on YouTube they have a bunch of live streaming videos, teaching videos. They also have things that you can do virtual walks with the kids. Um, and then give yourself a break too, because you haven't been through this before. None of us have been through this before. So it's okay if we don't get it right. And there's no rush right now to get everything right with the kids. The most important thing right now is staying healthy. And anxiety, actually, too much anxiety and stress does compromise our stress, our immune system. Stress does compromise our immune system. So guard your peace jealously. I'm going to say that again. Guard your peace of mind jealously. Do anything you can to have some peace of mind. That also means there might be a couple of people that you don't want to keep in touch with right now. If you can think of somebody who just stresses you out by what they say and maybe their outlook on life right now, maybe that's not the person you need to be asking for advice right now. Maybe that's somebody that you need to have on the back burner just to text, say, hi, how you doing? Just checking on you, and that's it. All right. So guarding your peace means looking at who's around you, what we are ingesting through our eye gate. That means what we're reading, what we're seeing, what we're hearing with our ear gates. Um, Also, what we're speaking, because what we speak impacts how we think and how we feel. So I'm not saying that you only speak positive things and don't acknowledge when things are going wrong, but I'm saying if we have an attitude, and I'm saying we because as I said, we're all in this together, all right? If we have an attitude of speaking life versus speaking death, then life will take form. And most importantly, it will make our subconscious minds realize that we are hopeful and we are optimistic, and therefore it's not a self-fulfilling prophecy that our system starts trying to find things that are wrong to fulfill that prophecy in our minds and in our mouths. So when we speak positive things, for example, I'm going to get through this. We are going to get through this. We can do this. I can do this for now, however long it needs to be. I will find a way to do this. So we're encouraging ourselves, we're encouraging our minds to have a positive outlook. Because when you have a positive outlook, then you have a hopeful feeling. And here's the thing, a hopeful feeling, hopeful outlook, that's mind and feeling, which leads to behavior. And therefore, then our behavior is not going to be driven by despair. It will be driven by the positive thoughts that we've spoken to ourselves, all right? And sometimes just means even if you have to speak out loud to yourself and say, hey, stop, 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 just take a break. Tell yourself, take a break, you're going to get through this. So anxiety is usually driven by the unknown. And so we need to find a way to control the level of unknown that we have. And that means if something is truly unknown, then don't stress about it right now. None of us knows how long exactly this is going to go for. There are estimates out there, there are different estimates, but nobody knows how long necessarily we're all going to stay home, or um, how long the shops are going to have all the lines that they have, or how long they'll stay open. We don't know that. So every day we're getting news. So that's what we can control. We can only control the information that we actually know. In other words, don't let the unknown be the feeder of your anxiety. Okay? And for me, I'll tell you how that works for me, because my personality type is a personality type that thinks through things and tends to worry. So I've had to work a lot on this. All right. Um, so what I've discovered is if I don't know something for sure, then I will ask myself, what do I know for sure? Because here's the thing, anxiety robs you of emotional energy, emotional, mental. It robs you of emotional energy, your mental energy, and even your physical energy. Anxiety can make us feel exhausted. So the way I look at it is, if I'm going to expend my energy on something, then I want it to bear fruit. If I'm going to be anxious about something that's going on right now, then I want to know that I have a way to control it. I'll give you a perfect example that I've been giving some clients. Um, let's say you're worried about the cereal, your favorite cereal being out. Okay, that's a genuine concern because you know what's in your kitchen right now. So what can we do? Then you go to your favorite store and see if they're open, or you call or you go online and find out if they're open right now. Do you need to go early in the morning and stock up on that? So you have a plan to do that. And then you think creatively. There are all sorts of stores. It's not just the big grocery stores that we all know. There's the dollar stores. There's Hispanic grocery stores that are amazing with food. So here in South Florida, our Haitian Creole stores have amazing food. The Caribbean stores have amazing food. So just think beyond the box. Think stores beyond what you normally limit yourself to. The farmers markets are open. Some of the farmers markets are open. Um, so don't lose hope. Don't give up. Don't let yourself get all worked up. There are options on everything right now. If you can think about it, you can call, then you can do it. Now, if you're living in a place that's already shut down, pretty much everything has shut down, and they've given you an option, maybe you're going once a week to pick up stuff the way they're doing with some of the stores, then it's easy to get worried if you're gonna have enough. Now, this sounds a little callous, but I want you to ask yourself this. How is worrying about that going to help you be able to get the item? All right. So the way to look at it is, okay, we're only allowed to go to the shop on Friday. I'm just picking a date. So then, okay, I'm gonna have my plan set. We're gonna go, a couple of us, whoever gets to go whichever store, and that's how we're gonna handle this. So in other words, thinking about if you have kids at home right now, what do I do with them this particular day? Well, can you get them outside? Can they run around with the soccer ball? Because guess what? Kids don't really care necessarily about having to go to the park. They just want to be outside and get to play and do something fun. So don't overstress about things that you shouldn't stress about. All right. So I'm gonna keep the video short, and I'll keep coming back and adding a couple of things as the days go by. But the main thing I want us to remember: deal with the immediate anxiety by doing our breathing exercises, which is breathing 4 times, counting 10 backwards to 1, reminding ourselves of what really matters, and then asking yourself, is this thought that I'm having a valid thought, or is it a thought based on fear? All right? Is it because I'm afraid of the unknown and that's why I'm panicking about this? So what do I do about the unknown? If it's an unknown, then you don't have a control over it. So we only have control over what we know. All right? We end this together, and thank you guys for watching the video. I just want to help us be able to think through as we sit around watching all the stuff happening. And then the last thing I want to say right now: find humor in everyday life. Crack every joke you can. If you're going on social media, pull up the funniest jokes you can find and like those, and laugh about it, because laughter is healing. Laughter heals the soul. All right? We'll talk again later. Take care, guys. Bye bye.